Hello everyone, this is Annette Stanton. I hope you're having a fabulous day. I thought I'd come and touch base with you and today talk about going through transition. So whatever the transition might be, it could be a relationship transition, it could be a career transition, it could be a business transition, any form of life transition. There's many different phases that one can go through at a humanistic level. I was just talking to a guy this morning in business who's been in his own business for many years, and going through a transitional change at the moment. And he's asking himself, in the wiser years of his life, who is he now? And he said to me that he really wants something that's purposeful driven because that's who he is. So if you're the sort of person that's going through some form of transition and you're in the muddle, and that is not your normal way, if you're like me as a high achiever and someone who normally has a strategy, a visionary type nature, who's thinking ahead of the game, on that leading edge, has a strategy ahead, so to speak. In other words, very much from the mind, and having a strong mindset as well. So and this is where this guy that I was talking to this morning is exactly the same type of personality. He says, I feel like I'm talking to a mirror here. So if you're relating to that, then what happens is you go through some form of muddle where you go, well, who am I now? What's important to me now? And you have a sense of your priorities have changed, and yet you can't go back to where you were because that's not the full self, and you know that there's a part of you that's evolving, but you haven't got into that routine, that formation, that structure of, well, who am I now? So you're in the muddle, okay? So then there comes a time, what's important, this is from my personal experience, the ego mind will want to either take you back to where you were, okay, because that's who you know yourself to be. So for me, it was a form of weakness to not have that strength and that clarity of, where am I going, the goal getter, the goal setter, and let's make it happen type of personality. There was something inside that was missing. And I had to sit with it long enough for me to connect from inside out, from the neck down, to get in touch with what was I evolving into. There was a reason why whatever has happened in the past has happened. What are the learning lessons, and who am I now? Where to from here as such. And sometimes when you're trying to work it out, so much as I was talking to this guy this morning, he says, I'm just trying to work it out, what's right for me, I'm not really sure. And sometimes you can get too much into the mix of trying to work it out because it's coming from here up. Whereby my personal experience has been, it's time to come, especially in the wiser years, it's time to come from here down, and then the strategy will come naturally. So as I said to him, I said, well, relax into it. If you could relax into it and feel the space, don't fill the space. So the mind wants to fill it up to go, this is where I'm going, I'm clear on where I'm doing, this is who I am now, da 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 da. And if it's not coming quickly, then you get anxious and you can try and even harder, because that's the personality. We're so persistent as high achievers. That we can actually get in our own way and get into the mix of what might be coming to and through us at a wiser level, at a deeper evolving level. And you don't know what you don't know until you sit long enough with it. And there's no time frame here, by the way. Okay, it's an evolving journey, and it's allowing yourself to be in the space of whatever you're evolving into. Notice what is coming to and through you with your highest priorities and what's important, which, I've had many clients come to me in the last few years around sharing their transitioning, the evolving business model, the evolving life. Their personal vision has changed, their priorities are changing because of whether it's ill health, whether it's business restructuring, whether it's business breakdown, whether it's career restructuring, transitioning, relationships, whatever the case might be for you. there will be a space and a stillness that occurs, and it needs to occur so that you can then feel the space and be a witness to what's important to you now. And then your job is to then action that in whatever sits right for you, and learning from the past, because ultimately as high achievers, a lot of us are driven on adrenaline. We're driven on the goals that we achieve, the bigger picture, the visionary nature, and a lot of us are having an outer body. We're jumping ahead, which is literally our head is running the show a lot of the time. Been there, done that, and practicing the other way now. Very foreign, okay? So it's tuning in to the inner guidance inside, your gut feel, your intuition, your instinct, and then noticing how that might be taking shape one step at a time for a new evolving model, whatever that is in your lifestyle, your personal business style, your career, executive path, your leadership style, communication style, whatever it is for you. Could be all of the above, right? And it's really feeling your way through it so that you can have a mind and body connection, and feel that connection of engaging with yourself and then naturally engaging with others. Because if you've been a head strategy person and not really connecting at an authentic engagement, true values level, then whatever the transition that you might be going through, it's not easy. It is always a learning lesson to how do you connect with the whole self? How do you connect with your true values? How do you connect with, whatever the new priorities that are coming to and through you now, okay? It's then like, knocking on the door saying, hey, have a look, okay? Let's bring this into actualization of practicing bringing that into life. Like, for example, I was talking to one of my clients recently who went through, a business transition and a health scare as well. And that really rocked his world pretty much, and realised how his health, he hadn't been really looking after that side of it, and he disconnected from the mind and body connection of, working hard, keeping busy and so forth, where because of the life transition that he's gone through with his health, he's now saying that his business model has changed. We're working on that at the moment. His personal vision has changed. His value proposition has changed with the business, as well as his family priorities have changed. So it's bringing, it's noticing whatever's going on for you, and no one size fits all. So when you have a wake-up call as such, it is literally that, a wake-up call, so that you can bring on your full potential as the whole person stepping forward into your life and your business, whatever your career path is, so that you can feel in what's called a harmonious balance of mind, of body, knowing that you're in alignment with your values and you've got plenty of time to do the things that are important to you in your personal life and your business life. So if this is something that you would like any form of help with, any questions that you might have around it, this is personally what I have been through in many different areas of my life, through health scares, through divorce, through relationship, transitions, through business transitions, through career transitions. So all these particular areas, and I've had to, learn how to create a life and a business that I love from inside out, really tuning into the highest priorities, my values now, the inner vision that is evolving, okay, as I step into my wiser years, as I like to call it. So if you'd like to join me on the journey, then please feel free to ask any questions, and I'd be happy to support you by way of coaching or consulting, whatever you require at this stage in your life, personally or professionally. So again, this is Anna Stanton. Have a fabulous week. And the other thing I want to leave you with, which keeps coming up for all my high achievers, and I'm one of them as well, is to be gentle on yourself. Stop being so hard on yourself, and become your own best friend. Okay, have a great day. I'll talk soon. Thanks. Bye for now.